Hey Gemini, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name's Justin. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I use tarot as well as various other means to channel messages and provide guidance. Um, I've been looking forward to doing your reading. Um, the Gemini energy is an energy I resonate pretty heavily with. It's my sun and moon and Mercury, so I have a Gemini stellium in my chart. So I feel like just kind of my way of being is very Gemini, energetic, leaning. So I tend to be pretty lighthearted. At least I like to be. I like to keep things simple and just upbeat for the most part. I have a Scorpio rising, so people can kind of get the wrong first impression of me pretty easily. But it is what it is. So. I'm going to start with some astrology for you this month. You got a lot going on for you, which is actually exciting, a lot going on. Um, I've resonated with this first part pretty heavily. You could be digging into past memories, past events, just really trying to get to this, like the real meaning behind it and try to resolve any old issues or heal any old issues. I know I've been naturally kind of doing that myself as well. My dreams have been really vivid and a lot going on in them. And I've been doing EMDR for the last couple months, so I've kind of had to look at previous memories, and they've been kind of coming to the surface a lot more. And then with me being a year sober now, I am actually remembering a lot more and able to remember a lot more, so that's exciting in ways. So you could be dealing with similar things going on. Also, accessing these buried memories could lead to discovering talents that have been dormant, so that's exciting. And then with the new moon in Taurus coming up, we've got the usual theme of new moons, which is new beginnings. But this could be a great time for any potential changes to a goal project you might have. And then on May 20th, the sun's going to go into our sign, Gemini. This will be a great time for you to showcase any talent you've been working on. I kind of have an idea as well of going public with this. On my social media, I've been keeping it pretty private. I just haven't wanted people in my day-to-day life to really see these videos yet. I'm not super confident, but I'm just trying to put myself out there to kind of get over that hurdle. So, then with the full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd, this could be a high emotional time, but this could lead to potential transformations. So that's really good. And then that same day, actually, you have Jupiter and Neptune linking up, which this could assist with bringing a dream to life and encouraging growth. So this is going to be a really powerful time on the 23rd with that full moon. You got, yeah. And then the biggest event this month is Jupiter going into Gemini on the 25th, and it's going to stay there for the next year. This is going to be a great time for endless possibilities for growth and expansion. So, just a really good time to really buckle down on something you've been wanting to do, start a new business, really just take something to the next level. It's going to be a great time for you to naturally tune into your own abilities, whatever they might be. So, definitely harness that energy would be a great thing to do. Harnessing it would be. So we're going to get into the tarot. I just want to do an energy check-in for Gemini and see where you're at currently. What's going on with Gemini Spirit? So you could be developing some kind of discipline in your mental space. You could be trying to have more discipline around certain things in your life. My first thought is like keeping a normal schedule for like your circadian rhythm. It's actually super important to like go to sleep at the same time every night. Because actually, when you are locked into like a cycle of your circadian rhythm and you break from that, um, you're like if you end up staying later than usual, your body kind of goes into like fight or flight mode because it thinks you're in danger because something's going on. Like, why else would you be awake? So this can cause stress at night, and then you're not getting as good of quality sleep. So just something that came up. Could have had a lot of fast movement with a passion of yours recently, which naturally makes sense for the Gemini energy, very quick moving. But there's some fire energy mixed in with this. So you could have been tapping into um, Aries energy, because there's been a lot of recent Aries stuff going on, especially with like the solar eclipse and stuff. So you could have been tapping into that. You could also have those placements in your chart or have someone in your life with that kind of energy. It looks like currently you are focused on balance, on giving and receiving, probably trying to. I'm thinking of like Libra, especially the last Libra reading I did. Maybe that could be something for you to look at. Um, but the idea of trying to take care of yourself and take care of the people in your life that are close to you. So just this giving and receiving and trying to keep that in balance. So in the future, I was just talking about the Libra energy. So justice came up in your future. So again, balance couldn't be something legal coming up, but you are hopeful in your heart space. You have the star, the Aquarian energy. Um, so maybe this is something you are hopeful about is leading you to start developing discipline in your life and work on just balance in general. I want to say probably not legal. I mean, it could be for some people going in the future, but I think with the Justice card coming up with what I was just talking about, it's most likely that you're going to be developing balance in your life going forward. So that is a good thing. And then we got Three of Cups and outside influences. So you could be celebrating something with friends. People that you know could be celebrating something. There just could be a lot of things to be celebrated. I know I've been kind of feeling this energy, especially today. I planted my plants outside, transplanted my peppers and tomatoes and kale and all that. Um, Worked on the garden. So just tapping into like that spring energy. It's almost summer. Um, it's just kind of a celebration type of energy. So, Spirit, what is a challenge for Gemini at this time? What is something challenging for Gemini that can encourage growth? Pulled this card a couple times recently, but the Five of Swords. Um, I would say the challenging aspect of this would be um, if you tend to kind of like act like you're bigger than a situation or like something can't touch you, um, or like you're putting on a mask, maybe trying to dig into that and see what that's all about. Maybe trying to step away from that type of energy is what's going to be challenging for you. Um, because doing so could leave you feeling defeated, like in the picture. Um, Not just the people around you feel defeated. This type of energy is kind of like defeating others, just and like getting satisfaction out of it. Um, but behaving in this kind of way is going to leave you feeling just as defeated and hurt others as well as yourself. So, this could be a challenging energy that you're trying to break away from. So, Spirit, what is an opportunity for Gemini at this time? What kind of opportunities do we have coming up that could lead to expansion and growth, possibly in business? The Hangman. I think that's Pisces energy. I'm not completely sure, but it might be. So, yeah, the opportunity is to see the bigger picture, kind of transmute something that's like difficult, and kind of overcoming that, and having it kind of enlighten you in a way. I know this card came up for me a couple times when I was an impatient. Um, and I just kind of saw it as, at the time, I saw it as my addictions, quitting my addictions, was going to lead me to like this enlightenment, like I'm going to gain something from quitting these addictions. And they were making me feel stuck, but kind of by just really embracing that and going through the tough times of recovery, especially early recovery, could lead to a new sense of freedom, especially intellectually, but just in general. So that could resonate with you somehow. And then what kind of advice do we have for Gemini at this time, Spirit? Just be careful of deception. Got the Seven of Swords. So don't deceive yourself is the main thing I'm picking up. Obviously, don't deceive others. It's not good to deceive other people. It's just bad practice. With the Justice card here in the future, it's a reminder of like karma. Um, and then with the Six of Pentacles too, and your current energy is the idea of what you put out comes back to you. So this could be for yourself too. If you're deceiving yourself, that's going to come back to you, and it's not going to be good. Um, So yeah, I think there's some heavier stuff for you to work through, but um, I still think there's a lot of excitement, a lot to be excited for, especially towards the end of the month. I know personally, I've been feeling pretty stuck myself and um, maybe unmotivated. Not necessarily, but I've been working a lot. I started working full time again, just getting back into shape, and I've just kind of been low energy. So you could be feeling that too, especially with the Mercury retrograde. We're still kind of coming out of that. Um, but I think working through these tougher energies now, like what it said in your astrology transits, um, could lead to real growth and expansion in the future. So just keep that in mind through these more difficult energies you might be working through. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys, and I will see you in the new moon reading coming up soon, and then I'll see you guys next time for your reading. Thanks, guys. Take care. I forgot to pull out some oracle cards for you. Not sure why, but I did. I actually wanted to pull from the dream interpretation deck for you guys, mainly just because of my own dreams being more vivid lately. I feel like maybe it's something you could be looking into as well, looking at your dreams, especially with you looking at old memories and trying to resolve old issues and heal old things. It's good to look at what your dreams have to tell you. So, Spirit, what is something that Gemini can keep an eye out for during their dream time? So we got mountain. I've got to work on this glare. Sorry. It, but yeah, we got the wizard or witch at the bottom of the mountain. So, and then it looks like we got mushrooms going up the mountain. I really like this artwork. Um, so you could be feeling like you're going on an uphill battle. I know I've been dealing with some stuff too that's been feeling overwhelming. So you could be feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to read from the prompts for this. And says for mountain, it says elevation, enormous obstacle, rock, firmness, dimensions, mountain climbing. So maybe literally mountain climbing could be a good idea for you, and could lead to you um, remembering something from your past. It could bring up old memories, maybe deja vu or something nostalgic comes up just with hiking. And then, yeah, just the enormous obstacle. It's like what I just said. And then also, what is a self-care practice that Gemini can incorporate over this next month, especially during these heavier times before getting ready for the end of the month with this fast-moving energy and expansion and growth coming up. So we got energy work. So my first thought is like Reiki. Um, it's just something I thought about doing. I just think it's such a fascinating, cool idea. Could be yoga, balancing your chakras, looking into what that entails. Um, it's pretty detailed. There's like a lot to it. It's just about living a more balanced life, really. Um, living authentically and living your highest timeline. Also, communicating with your higher self could be something you try to do. I know that's something I've been thinking about myself. I've had some stuff I've been pretty torn about for quite some time. I'm like really wanting to do something, yet feel trapped at the same time, which is fine. I've accepted it, but I think just the idea of asking your higher self for advice could be something for you to look into. I know one thing I came across was the idea of feeling the answer. So, like getting into a state of meditation or whatever, and then asking a question that's really you're trying to come up with an answer to, like whether you should do something or not. And then kind of lean into whatever feeling comes up. So, you want to get yourself into a neutral place and then just kind of feel into what feelings come up when you think about it. Try to go back down like both routes. So say you decide to do this, feel down that and see what comes up, if it feels right or not. And then if you decide not to do it, feel down that and see what comes up. And then you could do it a couple times if you have time to do it. And then just kind of see what comes up. So I just felt like that could be something um, that could be helpful. So, yeah, we're gonna end it there. But until next time, take care.